Hey guys, I'm live today and I have 10 ways that fitness, exercise, working out has changed my body. So funny story is I was just getting ready to film this video and my daughter just went down for a nap. So I'm like, perfect opportunity to go ahead and make this a live one. So I haven't done a live video in a while, so I'm happy to be here. So let's just get started. You guys know April marks my 2-year anniversary that I have religiously and pretty much consistently worked out. Not every day, but at least 4 to 5 times a week. So I've never been able to do it in this long of a stretch. And I can honestly tell you guys that there is no going back for me. This is it. I am working out for the rest of my life, God willing, everything keep me healthy and vibrant and all that. So I thought that this was a good time to share with you guys how my body has changed, how my mindset has changed, and what other benefits I have noticed from being 2 years into this fitness journey. I cannot even believe it. If somebody told me that this was going to happen a couple of years ago, I would have never believed it, because you guys know, with my rheumatoid arthritis pain and everything else I was going through at that time, I would have never thought that this was in the works for me, but I just feel so blessed. So having said that, number one way that 2 years of fitness and exercise has changed me is obviously I have a much toner body. I did lose a bulk of my 70 pounds weight loss just from lifestyle changes, like dietary changes, but the last 10 pounds of it has been in body changes, which is kind of weird, because when I first started working out, I actually gained 10 pounds, which I was flipping out. But thankfully I was doing my research, so I realized that this is normal, that it's okay to gain weight when you first start working out. And I had to literally ditch the scale because I was driving myself crazy from being on the scale all the time and freaking myself out. But once I got over that, the pounds, those last pesky pounds did fall off, and now I don't even weigh myself anymore. I weigh myself maybe a couple times a year, so it's not a big deal to me anymore to worry about those numbers, because they go up and down depending on muscle and all that other stuff. So number one way that fitness has changed me is my body is a lot more toner. It just feels tight, and just everything is back where it's supposed to, after being moved around by having 3 kids and gaining 70 pounds with each of my pregnancies. Can you believe that? I'm only 5'3", so that is a lot of weight to be carrying around. Number two way, and this is probably the most unexpected result, has been that my stretch marks are a lot less noticeable. I had so many stretch marks from my body expanding to 70 pounds and then losing the weight, and I still do. It's not like they disappeared. I still have a lot of stretch marks, especially on my arms and stuff, but for some odd reason, I don't know what it is, or maybe because I have muscle now, I don't notice them, but they're just they don't bother me anymore. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I would notice people staring at my arms when they were talking to me before, when I lost the weight and I wasn't working out, and I would feel so self-conscious, oh my God, they can see my stretch marks. But now, it doesn't even matter to me, because if I do find people staring at me, my arms or something, and they notice that I notice them, they usually end up making a comment about, oh, do you exercise? And what do you do? How did you get your arms toned? So I'm oh, okay, they were noticing the muscle and not the stretch marks. So if that makes sense, they are just less noticeable now. The third way that my body has changed since adapting exercise is that I don't have loose skin and a lot of parts of my body, in my inner thighs, on my belly, and on my arms. I had a lot of loose skin, because obviously 65 to 70 pounds is a lot for a small framed person like me to stretch out and then come back. So I had so much loose skin, and it basically, the way that I've seen it written out, and hi, I'm gonna give you guys some shout outs and take questions and stuff. Hi, Breathe Fitness TV, Zara. I will be taking questions and comments and stuff after I get through my 10 list, but welcome. So I guess the way it works is when your muscle grows in and the fat goes away, hopefully a lot of it, the muscle kind of attaches itself to the skin and kind of holds the skin back. I'm butchering the way I've read this, but I actually researched this because this was one of the major things that I really needed to happen to me was get rid of the loose skin without having to do any sort of surgery. So I'm sure I'm butchering it. Maybe my friend here from Breathe Fitness TV can explain this a little bit better, but I no longer have like a lot of hanging loose skin, and especially in my belly area, that was one I thought I would have to get like a tummy tuck or something. But I post pictures on my Instagram all the time of my ab lines and how my tummy has gone down, and it makes a big difference to build in that muscle. So I highly recommend that. Number fourth way that fitness and exercise has changed me in the last 2 years is that I have a lot more stamina now. I found that even when I had lost the weight from lifestyle changes, diet changes, I found that if I stood for too long, my feet would get tired. I couldn't walk like a lot. I was just feeling like beat down and worn out really quickly, and not be able to chase my kids and keep up with them. But since I have been regularly working out for 2 years, I find my stamina has gone up way too much, and like I can keep up with my children. And in fact, my children, which is kind of disturbing, and I'm always like pointing this out to them, they will get tired a lot faster than I do. And I do point out that to them, that hey, you guys, just because you're young right now, you think you have all this energy, you need to keep yourself fit and active to make sure that you have this stamina and you can keep up with mommy now. So that's kind of been a nice way. Breathe Fitness says, yes, it's the elasticity of the skin adapts to the muscle over time. Good. So I'm glad that you were able to explain that. I can assure you this happens. I was really skeptical. I thought maybe I'm going to have to get skin removal, access skin removal surgery and stuff. But luckily, I feel like I will not have to get a tummy tuck, will not have to do any of that. Especially if this is the changes in 2 years, in another couple of years, you just never know. So number 5, so let me recap for those of you that are just joining. Number 1 change is I'm a lot toner now. My body just feels toned. Number 2 is less noticeable stretch marks. 3rd one, loose skin is gone in my arms, inner thighs, and my belly. 4th is more stamina. 5th is better joint health. So I have rheumatoid arthritis. I'm actually in remission now. My last blood results showed that I do not have rheumatoid arthritis. And you guys know all of that was done through lifestyle changes. I'm not on any medications. And I used to not be able to go up my stairs in my home. I wouldn't be able to lift my children. And now I do HIIT cardio. I lift really heavy weights, at least for my frame. I work out 4 to 5 times a week. And my joint pain is like 100% gone. I have noticed if I overdo it with HIIT cardio, my right knee will sometimes give me trouble. And I think that's just like old damage. But other than that, my joint health is like 100%. And I credit a lot of this to my diet and my fitness changes. So that's another really good one. Number 6 is my clothes fit and look better. I just feel like I can wear a lot more different styles. Things that I was more self-conscious in before, I just can rock it. My confidence is just through the roof now. And you just fit better in your clothes and you look better. And number 7, again, body confidence. Your mindset just changes. I just have this feeling like there's nothing I can't tackle, there's nothing I can't take on, which is weird because that all came from just lifting weights. Like you just feel like superhuman. Why wouldn't you do it, right? There's a little bit of a time investment in the beginning, but once you get into it, you just realize, why didn't I do this sooner? Like I feel superhuman. I feel like I can take on anything. Little things like I would ask my husband to move stuff around before, and my husband is sitting and he's like getting up when I'm moving something. I'm like, no, I got this, and I can just lift and move things around. And like I just feel superhuman is the best way to describe it. So I highly recommend it. Number 8. I'm on number 8, right? Yeah. Number 8 is that I have more strength. Like I just said, I can lift furniture, move furniture. I can lift and throw my kids around. I can take on like 30 bags of groceries at the same time. This all gives you so much inner and outer body confidence. You just feel like a new person. So strength. Number 9 is I noticed that my sleep has improved. On days that I work out, I get a good sweat going. I can fall asleep before my head hits the pillow. And I used to be one of those people that had trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. That was a major one for me. I could fall asleep, but I would wake up in the middle of the night. No longer. I feel very rested, and it's just easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. And I think a lot of it is my diet and fitness changes. Number 10 is improved mood. I can't say this enough. You exercise, you feel good, you feel like you're on top of the world, you smile, you have increased confidence. It is the investment of a lifetime. It's the best gift that you can give yourself. It's the best gift that you can give your family, because if you are well, you're healthy, then your family's well, your family's healthy. You know how they say happy wife, happy life? Like, it's the woman is the heart and soul of the home. If you're happy and vibrant and healthy, everybody will be happy and vibrant and healthy in your home. I truly believe that. So if you guys are watching me, give me a thumbs up, guys, in this video. If you guys want to see more fitness related videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. That's how I know that you guys like my fitness. And as a bonus to this video, I'm going to be giving you guys like my exact split that I'm doing right now for my workout. But let me give some shout outs first. Let's see. Hi Sharmila, Zara, Felicia is here. Yay, I'm getting some flexing signs. Hi Usha. Breathe Fitness TV said the arms are leaner with less fat and the skin is stretched to the shape of the arm. Yes, overall, like, just so much confidence. And you guys know I'm turning 37 this year, and so there's a lot of things that you start dreading, like that naturally will happen, like your arm, like loose skin here and things. And instead of dreading those, like, I'm thinking, oh my God, I've only been working out for 2 years. Imagine in 3 years, in 4 years, I'm gonna be even fitter and leaner. So now, instead of dreading like aging or getting older, I'm thinking, whoa, I'm gonna get better. So this is another way to look forward to your body changes in a positive way. And I'm just absolutely loving it. Hi Sharmila, Universal Journey. Breathe Fitness said, HIIT cardio is very trendy right now and shouldn't be overdone anyway, so make sure you listen to your body. I do it right now, honestly, maybe about twice a month, and I feel like I know that's not enough. I should be doing it once a week, but if I do it once a week, I feel like my right knee gives me a little bit of trouble because I am coming from a history of rheumatoid arthritis. I have to play it safe. But the reason I still do it those 2 times a week is because I notice that my abs are leaner if I have a little bit of it incorporated. And it's the only way that I can really get like a good soaking wet kind of workout. So I really do love it. I feel like it's getting the toxins out, and if my knee was healthier, I would pretty much do it every week. Hi, Kathleen. Kuropi said, hi, Mina. I've been binge watching your personal development playlist. I feel like I have to be emotionally ready to get fit. Otherwise, I'll just keep on giving up. Girl, I feel you. I started fitness so many times in my life and always gave it up. I told you guys, after I had my first son 12 years ago, I hired a fitness trainer for a whole year. And even though I worked out with him for a whole year, I was so busy selling him real estate that I wasn't really like mentally invested in what he was teaching me. And I felt like I was just going through the motions and not really like into it. So even that year, I don't count as like a fitness journey, because really I was more interested in selling the guy real estate. He bought several properties from me than like what I could learn from him, which is a shame. But you have to be mentally there. I tell my clients that sign up with me for lifestyle changes to do the diet part first. If I hadn't changed my eating habits, I don't think it would matter if I started a fitness routine, because A, I would have given up. I wouldn't have the energy. And B, like, I wouldn't have seen the results that I see. I saw the results faster and quicker because my diet was on par, not because I was doing the right workout. So fitness to me should be to tone up and have energy, and for other behavior, not for weight loss. For me, I find that weight loss comes a lot easier with dietary changes than with fitness. Hi Tuba, Xian, Ross. Tuba said, I needed this video today. I just don't have the motivation to work out. Girl, your future body and your future self will thank you. Like, you gotta do this for you. Like, just don't even think I'm not motivated. Like, before you could think I'm not motivated, just get up. Build it into your routine. Like, it shouldn't be an option. Like, do you not feel motivated to brush your teeth? Do you not feel motivated to shower? Like, you just do it. It's a non-negotiable, hopefully, right, babe? Like, you shower every day, you brush your teeth, you feed your child, you feed yourself. They are non-negotiables. You have to make it a non-negotiable. There is no like, am I working out? Yes, you are. Get your butt in there and you are doing it. Like, make it so it is part of your routine, and it's not up for negotiation even with yourself. Like, you have to make it that way. Motivation is such a BS word. Like, just forget about that word and just do it. It takes more energy to motivate yourself and think about motivation than to just get up and do it. Like, done. 20 minutes, done. Kids First said, I watched your focus live chat. You mentioned to perfect in one goal at a time. So should I perfect my diet first and then work on fitness, or at least I do walk every day? Your biggest impact thing should be your first focus. I think all of us try to do too many things at the same time. Diet should be number one because it will impact everything else. It will impact whether you walk or not every day. It will impact whether you work out or not. It will impact how you sleep. So walk every day if you want to, but make that your second goal. You say number one priority is that I meal prep and I get in my nutrients and I get my macronutrients and my micronutrients, and then I will walk. But you focus, like, your main one goal, one big impact goal should be that biggest goal for that year. And you guys have followed my journey. My first goal was diet and nutrition, right? It took me 3 years to perfect that. I did not let anything else deter me. After I got that down for 3 years, I started fitness. After I got fitness for like a year, I worked on other things like getting my sleep habits in check and a few other things. Once that was checked, I started to work on my business and YouTube. Why wasn't I doing it all at the same time? Because I can't. I'm a human being. I have a family. I have children. I know my limitations. I know that if I get overwhelmed, I tend not to do anything. So I focus in on one thing at a time and I perfect it. And perfect it not in the sense like perfectionist. You guys know I hate perfectionism. I think it's like the ban of every goal, because if you're trying to do something perfectly, you're not doing it at all. But I say make that your biggest impact thing, and you work at it slowly every single day with a laser sharp focus until you seem to be perfect at it. Do I miss workouts? Yes, I do miss workouts. Do I get back on track as fast as I can? Yes. Like, you just do it. You don't even think, am I motivated today? No, today's Monday. I'm doing arms. Like, Monday is arms day. Tuesday is legs day. Like, I have my schedule and I'm doing it no matter what. If my friend calls and says, I want to have coffee, I say, yeah, let's have coffee, but we're doing it at this time because I'm working out right now. Or I'm from this time, it's like blocked out on my calendar. You can't book a call with me. I'm not going to make a YouTube video. You can't have lunch with me. I don't exist. I'm working out at that time. So you have to make it part of your non-negotiable. You really do. Breathe Fitness TV, 80% nutrition, fitness 20%. Exactly. Nutrition is the main, like, you can't out exercise a bad diet. You really just can't. You're not even going to have the energy to work out. You have to get the nutrition part first. Do it consistently for 3 to 4 weeks because it's habitual response, like brushing your teeth. Yes. And Breathe Fitness, actually, Tuba, Kids First, my girl's listening right now. When I first started working out, and I've talked about this in other videos, I actually did it 7 days a week because I was so afraid that if I missed one day, I would fall off the bandwagon. Like it wouldn't work out. So I did it 7 days, and sometimes I would be too tired. So I would do a mock workout. Like, it's a placeholder workout. So it's a habit. So what I would do is I would say, this is my workout day time, but I'm tired because I've been working out the other 6 days, and I would just stretch and do yoga. But because it was so important for me to build that habit, I didn't want to take the time off, because I hear so many people saying, I took 1 day off and then it turned on to 3 days off, and then before I knew it, I stopped working out. So I say, if you don't have the energy one day, if you don't have the time, do a quick placeholder workout so that it's like still part of your habit, but it's like a placeholder. Like, you just might do like a foam roller and maybe like 10 minutes of yoga. But it should be part of it took me like a year and a half of comfort level to be like, okay, if I miss a few days, I know I'm not going to stop working out. So I allow myself to listen to my body now. And I work out on most weeks 4 days. Sometimes I'll do 5 days depending on how I'm feeling. But I like the idea of building the habit, even if you're like just mock working out on some days. Tuba said, you're right, just do it, don't think about it. You guys have heard me saying this so many times. we all have friends that have done this, that they will play out everything they have to do so many times in their head and so painfully, while I'm thinking in the time that they just repeated that 20 times, I would have been done with that task. So don't torture yourself in your mind, just do it. Many times, thinking about doing the laundry takes longer than actually throwing the load in there. Thinking about I'm gonna have to go cook takes longer and more energy to actually go and throw something on the stove. So go and just do it before you can psych yourself out with how long it's going to take you. I've talked about this before, like my dad has full-blown anxiety, and it's gotten worse over the years to the fact that he doesn't even leave the home anymore. Like he locks himself in a room and just stays there. He has full-blown anxiety. And he would do this. I remember as a child, like if he had to go somewhere, like just to get milk, he would sit there for like an hour and play it out that I'm going to sit in my car, I'm going to start the car, I'm going to take a left turn. What if I can't take the left turn? What if there's like too many cars? Like and I would just sit there saying, you would have bought the milk by now. But when I notice people doing that, I'm like, this is an unnatural, like anxiety prone thing. Like we're not supposed to have to overthink something so much. Just go do it. Don't allow yourself to psych yourself out. Breathe Fitness says, I like your priorities, Mina. I do hope your followers listen to you carefully because you really have your life set out well. Good on you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Caitlin said, intervals, a very quick action for 30-60 minutes, shaking, running in place, some rest, slower exercise for longer. Dr. Northrup says the quick intervals are much more beneficial than long workouts. Yes, that is true. I've read that research. Having said that too, though, the best exercise plan is the one that you enjoy doing and you can see yourself doing for 30 to 40 years. When I was starting out and I was doing my research, I was getting caught up with what the best way to work out was. And I realized that some of the best ways didn't work for me because I have different joint issues. I have, I'm a mom of 3. I have a different schedule. I have a home gym that I work out in, so I have limitations with that. At the end of the day, the exercise program that I can see myself carrying out for the rest of my life is lifting weights. So that's the one I do. Now, sometimes I will lift heavier weights and go like shorter workouts. Sometimes I want to just drag it out for an hour and lift slower weight, like lower weights, and rest longer in between. Totally okay in the long run, as long as I'm doing something every day, I feel like it's progress. So the best answer for these things is don't get caught up on what somebody else's best workout is. What do you see yourself doing? What do you enjoy doing? For example, a few years ago, actually not a few years ago, this was like when my son was a couple years old and I had already given up with that trainer. My friend was doing cycling at her gym, so I got a gym membership and I went for 2 days and I was like pumped for 2 days, and then I like never went back and I stopped calling my friend because I was so embarrassed that I didn't want to go cycling with her. But see, that's not an exercise program that's great for me, but it worked great for her. So I can't see myself cycling for the rest of my life, so that's not a good one for me. Do what you can see yourself doing in the long run and customize it. There is no like one size fits all fitness. At the end of the day, we're trying to replicate nature. We used to be very active beings. We evolved to be very active. Now we're not, right? We sit all the time. So we're just trying to replicate nature. As long as you are not sitting and moving in some way and getting your heartbeat up and doing something fun that you can do for a while, I think that's the right fitness exercise routine for you. So find one that you enjoy doing, and on some days dance if that's all you enjoy doing. Some days go for a walk with a friend, but just do something so you're not just sitting. On the days that I don't work out, I still try to do things standing up. I have a lot of editing to do and things like that for my videos, so sometimes I will just put my computer on my counter, in my kitchen counter, and I will stand and edit or stand and do my thumbnails, because some days that's all I can do is that, you know what, I'm not going to exercise, but I'm not gonna sit on my butt either all day, like that's good enough. But just find alternative ways to not sit. Just because you're working out for an hour in the gym doesn't mean you should be sitting for the rest of the 23 hours either. So try to be active and standing in other ways as much as possible. Kids First said, Mina, how would you differentiate between keto and wheat belly diet? And how do you stay in keto diet to to 3 days when Dr. Burke said that we get kicked out of ketosis if we don't follow it properly. So, okay, so wheat belly is the step 1 to the keto diet. If you read the latest book by Dr. William Davis, who is the author of Wheat Belly, he just came out with a new book, Undoctored. It just released last week. I just started reading it, so I haven't gone through it. But keto is basically the next stage to that diet. But he didn't want to introduce it the first thing because you can't like jumpstart your whole nutrition thing, not for the average person with keto, right? So I don't worry about getting out of ketosis. I don't stay in keto all the time. I'm in very like a laid back, low carb diet plan. I'm just grain free, dairy free. If God forbid, you guys know cancer runs in my family, my cancer protocol is, God forbid, if I ever got diagnosed with cancer, I would try to keep myself in keto as much as I could. But right now I'm a relatively healthy person. I work out 4 to 5 times a week. So I'm not concerned with staying in keto all the time. Most days I probably get just from fruits and veggies and starchier vegetables, probably about 60 to 70 grams of carbs. So that for me probably isn't in keto all the time, and some days I get less, so I'm not really concerned with that. I don't have to be in keto all the time with my current lifestyle, but my what if cancer protocol says that I would. I love Dr. Berg. I watch all of his videos. I'm an avid follower of his stuff. Oh my god, I got a super chat, Padma. Thank you so much. Oh, you are so sweet. She said, hi Mina, thank you for all your great videos. Padma, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. You are so generous. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. You are so sweet. Thank you so much for supporting me, you guys. That is super, super sweet. So I was talking about Dr. Berg. He's a YouTuber. He has a YouTube channel. He's not really a YouTuber. He's a chiropractor. He is well versed in nutrition, and I follow a lot of the principles that he teaches. Keep in mind, a lot of his patients are coming from, they're ill patients with different diseases. They're very overweight. So those people may want to stay in keto for longer periods because they're trying to work through different illnesses. I'm in maintenance mode, so I don't have to be in keto every day. I hope that answers your question. Kuropi said, are you planning on doing a fitness challenge on your channel? So, Breathe Fitness TV, poke, hello. I'm waiting on my friend here to give me a fitness challenge. I wanted to do one. My son really wanted me to do one. My son is doing a 100 days ab challenge. He's 12 years old and you can see ab lines on him, and I'm jealous. So I'm like, I gotta do one too. So yes, if you guys want to do a challenge with me, give Breathe Fitness TV a poke and let him know that Mina's waiting on you to do one, and then we can all do one together. Padma, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. You're so sweet. I see that super chat is just making me smile. Breathe Fitness said, busy training clients in London, but it's almost complete. And maybe you guys can help me. What kind of a challenge do you guys want me to do? Like a summer tone-up challenge? Maybe we can create one, and then Breathe Fitness can kind of help refine it. So I also promised you guys that I would tell you guys my current workout plan. So right now I work out 4 to 5 days a week. So on Mondays I do arms, which I know a lot of people do legs on Mondays. But since my weekends are really like a lot running around and being very active with my family, I find that I can't do, I try to do leg day on Mondays and I can't. So we do a lot of walking and chores, and I'm trying to standing a lot and walking a lot. Having said that, I do arms and shoulders on Monday. So I will do like my triceps, biceps, my shoulders, my back, that sort of a thing, my chest on Mondays. On Tuesdays, I will do my legs. I will do walking lunges. I will do squats, sometimes weighted squats, sometimes just squats. I will do leg lifts, and you guys have seen my leg workout. So that's all on Tuesday. And then after each workout, I will try to do like 10 minutes of abs. And you guys have seen my ab workout too. I have those videos on my channel. So if you guys want to check out like what I do, I have a very basic and simple fitness routine. I stopped doing fitness videos because some people commented on saying that they were boring. But at the end of the day, yes, my fitness routine may be boring, but I got toned like from it. So the lesson learned from it is your fitness routine doesn't have to be very exciting. You could be doing like basic exercising, but as long as you're building on it, like you will see results. Like I feel like really toned and just like tight, and I don't know, I just feel good. So I guess like instead of being offended by the fact that my routine was boring, maybe I should look at it as, hey, like even if my routine is boring, it got me fit and toned. So that's my Tuesday. On Wednesday, I kind of leave it open, and I'll do something where it's like a lot of compound exercises, and I won't rest in between them. So this is kind of the day where I'm just trying to get a sweat on. So I will do like maybe I'll do like 10 squats and then do like really quick jumping jacks. Then I will do, I don't know what that exercise thing is called. I wish I knew. You guys have seen my gym tour, but it's that weighted lifting thing. I don't know what it's called. Sorry guys, I'm not like a bodybuilder or something, but I will just I will do compound movements, but I will rest less so that I can burn up a sweat. Thursday, typically I will rest, and then Friday I'll do something where it's a lot more like yoga style and stretching. Sometimes I will do just glutes on Friday. So I do like have a few days that are very rigid. Like I know what I'm doing on Mondays and Tuesdays, but the rest of the week I will do like things that are more fluid. Fridays, if I'm not doing glutes, then I'll do my HIIT cardio, which I only do twice a month right now because of my right knee. But I want to have a structure, but I also want to keep it fun and make sure that I'm like keeping my body just excited about working out and guessing. So sometimes I will literally just do 30 minutes of like crazy jumping jacks and like burpees and like just doing things like that I'm just like elevating my heart rate, if that makes sense. So it doesn't have to be that difficult. It can be pretty basic, but you will see results if you keep at it. If your diet is on par, if you're consistent, if you keep at, I promise you, you will see results. Hi Alex. Let's see. Tuba said, Breathe Fitness, I just subbed to you. Looks like a wonderful channel with helpful workout videos. Yes, that's why I'm trying to partner up with him to get him to train us. Shian said, Mina, how do you get tummy fat down? I find it's the last and hardest place to get fat loss. Girl, don't get me started. Yes, that's the one I struggle with in my family. On my mom's side of the family, it seems to be like the place that we all have belly fat, and on my mom's side of the family, there's a lot of autoimmune disease, cancer, so I'm very nervous about that. After like working really hard for 2 years, you guys have seen my belly. If you see my Instagram before and after pictures, you see it can happen. What I find is that rather than focusing on fitness for abs, it's been the diet. For me, I cannot do more than 15 to 20 grams of carbs each sitting. I can't do sugar. I can't do dairy. I'm allergic to a lot of like food sensitivities to a lot of foods that bloat me. And at the end of the day, I realized that I was mistaking belly bloat for belly fat. So I slimmed down, I was toned everywhere, and then I still had like belly bloat, and that is food related a lot of times. So I do work out my abs 2 to 3 times a week, but I find that doesn't help me as much as just making sure that I'm eating the right foods. So make sure you're getting enough protein. Make sure you're not eating foods that are causing inflammation, and those are going to be different for you and I. Dr. Berg, if you follow his videos, he says that broccoli bloats him. I can eat like a bucket of broccoli, and like that's like good and healthy for me, right? I can't have potatoes, I can't have dairy, I can't have gluten, no corn for me. So it's gonna be different. You have to become in tune with what is causing you to bloat. Bloating is such a major issue for me. It worries the hell out of me because on my mom's side of the family, bloating is a major thing, belly fat is a major thing, and they all have issues. So I work on this religiously, but I find that for belly fat and belly bloat, the diet is more important than the fitness. I'm not saying neglect your workouts, and you want to have a core strong, like a strong core, but exercise alone won't help. I know because I've toned up everywhere, but if I'm eating the wrong foods, I will look like I'm 7 months pregnant, but like toned everywhere. So I honestly think it's like food matters more in that. Also, if you're eating processed foods, you may be overdoing it on salt. Make sure I always have my water with me. Get your magnesium, get your vitamin D. Make sure you're eating healthy, like your micronutrients, macronutrients. But it's the diet. It really is the diet when it comes to belly fat. Trust me, from somebody who suffers from this genetically and personally. Tuba said, please share your boring workout plan. LOL. I love boring workout. That keeps me in check. Anyways, my music makes it fun. Okay, so if you guys want, I can start. I did like a live workout. I don't know if you guys saw that once, but I may do that. But I may not talk and interact, because the reason I stopped doing that is because I felt like I had to interact so much that I wasn't actually working out. I was talking more. What I could do is like leave my camera running and just run through the workout like I normally would. So you would see how I actually work out in real time and how much I actually rest in between. And actually that might help me, because sometimes I find that I rest too much, especially if I start checking Instagram. Then before I know it, I've rested for 3 minutes when I was just supposed to rest for 30 seconds. So yeah, I might start doing that again. Padma said, I'm so happy to join live video after a long time. Once again, thank you for all your inspiring videos. Thank you so much, Padma. I can't, you made my day. Thank you so much, babe. You're so sweet. Breathe Fitness said, women in general mainly get fat around the abdomen because it's where the baby is developed. It's a natural thing, so women generally accumulate it there. Yeah, some more than others. You know, one thing I will say though, I'm always talking about like my mom's side of the family with belly fat. So on my dad's side of the family, they're like all slim. They don't have weight issues. They have really long lives on my dad's side of the family. Like I'm talking like 90s and stuff, and like no health issues either. Like my grandmother passed away in her mid-90s, and the only issue that she had was like some teeth issues and like a cataract. That's it. No medications, nothing. And here's the difference. My mom's side of the family eats all the time. They eat very carb rich, very grain heavy, carb heavy foods. And on my dad's side of the family, they have this weird habit of eating very, like, they eat less meals. Like some family members I have, like my uncles, only eat 1 meal a day. I know that's crazy, right? Like my dad will only eat 1 meal a day. I have other relatives that will only eat like maybe 2 meals a day. They'll eat larger meals, but they'll only eat twice so they're almost like fasting all the time. It's weird. But I noticed that they don't have any of the health issues that my mom's side of the family has. And so I'm like, you know, I have both genes in me. Maybe I just need to condense my meals, fast a little bit more, not eat all the time. And the funny thing is, when I switched my diet to how my dad's side of the family eats, I look more slimmer and healthier and fitter. So sometimes it's like those little habits that it appears as genetics, but really it's lifestyle too. Some of it is genetics and some of it is lifestyle. So I got so focused in on my mom's side of the negative behavior that I missed the fact that on my dad's side of the family, people have really long, healthy lives. And maybe I should be watching them more, right? And figuring out what are they doing. And that's a lot of theirs. They don't eat all the time. They're not always focused on food. They don't eat very carb heavy meals, and they eat small, like less number of meals in a day. Hi, I got a thumbs up, Shian. Guys, if you could give me a thumbs up under the video, like the actual thumbs up, that really helps my channel out, so I appreciate that. Kiana said, I love you. Your videos are a breath of fresh air and always uplifting and motivating. A big tight hug. Oh my God, thank you so much. Guys, I love you guys so much. I missed these live chats. Where was I? Like, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for just being a breath of fresh air in my life and keeping me motivated. Let's keep each other motivated. I am so getting tired of you guys saying I'm not motivated. Let's just be motivated. Let's just do it. Let's do it for us. Let's do it for each other. Let's do it for our families. Let's get in shape. It's May. Like, summer is like here. In Texas it is, at least. I'm sure it is wherever you are, right around the corner. So let's just do it. Let's not even think about it. Let's get fit and healthy. Oh, hi, Passion with Design. It's been a while. Where have you been? Just checking in, she said. Great to see you live. Been super busy getting some clients now thanks to Law of Attraction. Awesome. It totally works, guys. We'll definitely watch back. Lots of love. Love you so much. Enjoy your clients, and the Law of Attraction definitely works. Guys, put fitness in your Law of Attraction board. Put it on your vision board. Say that this is going to be, starting today, going to be the fittest, healthiest year of your life. Like, today is the new day. Like, start it now. Hi, Amber from Holland. Much needed topic. Yes, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys so much. And thanks for spending the afternoon with me. I will be catching you guys again soon. Love you guys so much. Share this video if you think you have a friend or family member that would enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.